Hello, this is question 24 on ECAA 2017. So for this question, we're told that there are 75 pupils in the year group who study French or German or both or neither. So basically there are 75 students in this year group. And 10 people study both languages, so French and German. And the ratio of those who study both to the ratio to those who study neither is 5:3. And also that 42 pupils study German. So they choose 2 pupils randomly, and every pupil is equally likely to be chosen. And they want to know what is the probability that one student studies French and the other student studies only German. Okay, so we can visualize this using a Venn diagram. So so here's our Venn diagram, and we know there are 75 students altogether, and also that 10 people study French and German, so in here I've got 10. And we're also told that 42 people study German, so inside this whole German circle we have 42 altogether. So if we have 10 in the middle here, we're going to have 42 minus 10, which is 32 in the just German bit. And we know the ratio of those who study both to those who study neither is 5:3, so we can use that along with that 10 students study both to work out what would go into this studying neither region. Well then, as the ratio is 5:3, the number who study neither is just going to be 10 divided by 5 and then multiplied by 3, and so that's going to give us 6. So we have 6 in this region. And now for this final bit, well, we have the numbers in every other region, so we can just do the total, which is 75 minus 32 minus 10 minus 6, which is going to leave us with 27. So now we have the number of students who did each language, or both or neither. We can work out the probabilities. So first of all, the students who do French is everything in this circle, and that's going to be 10 plus 27 is 37. So if we want the probability that we pick a student who does French and a student who does only German, then we could either pick the student who does French first and then the one who does only German, or we could pick the student who does only German first and then the one who does French. So if we work out the probabilities for each of these scenarios, if I say this is case 1 and this is case 2, well, the probability of case 1 happening, so if we pick a French student first, then we have 37 out of 75 chance of doing that. And then we pick a student who does only German, so we're going to multiply by the probability of then picking a student who does only German, so that's going to be 32 out of 75. Oh, sorry, that should be out of 74 now, because we've already picked one student. So there's only 74 left that we haven't picked. And then in a similar way for the probability of case 2, if we pick a student who does only German first, then that's 32 out of 75 chance of doing that. And we're going to then want a student who does French, so there's 37 students who do French left still, because these two regions don't overlap. Right, so we've still got 37 over 74 total students that we haven't picked. So if we simplify these fractions a bit, we can cancel a 2 from the top and bottom, which is going to leave me with 16 over 37. And then that 37 is going to cancel with this 37. And then for case 2, 37 cancels with 74 to get 1 on the top and 2 on the bottom. So we have 16 over 75 left in both cases. And the total probability of picking a student who does French and one who does only German is going to be the sum of these two probabilities. And 16 over 75 plus 16 over 75 gives us 32 over 75. And you can see that's option D.